Hello everybody, so today we are in Oswald's house and we are going to be completing his friendship level 7 quest. And so to start, we are going to head on over and talk to him.
Here's a lucky break.
Hey Oswald, what's new?
Woo!
What's new? Gee, I guess you could say I'm feeling my oats, ready to take on the world. I need a challenge. What do you say? Want to join me? Sure, let's do it. What do you have in mind? Well, first, I gotta get into tip-top shape. You don't feel ready? Oh, I'm raring to go. But my arms and legs are feeling a little loose. Like rubber hoses, I tell ya, and I need them to be mighty limbs of stone. Yeah, I guess they are pretty wiggly. How do we tighten you up? Simple. I gotta revulcanize my limbs. Oh, of course. So, how do we do that? I just happen to know a 100% guaranteed method of strength building. But it's going to take an extra hot heat. So we should make a fire? Nah, I gotta have the heat inside. I'm thinking tandoori chicken and 5 chili peppers should do the trick. On it. Alright, so we have got the recipe for the tandoori chicken. So let's walk off the stage here. And exit the house real quick before we head back to my house so that we can see if we already have that recipe. I don't think we do, but I'm not really sure. So let's go ahead and walk that way and see what we got. Okay, so here we are in my house. I'm just going to run into my kitchen real quick, and if you watched my last video, then you would have seen my remodeling of my kitchen for the Dream Snaps this week. So we're going to go ahead and use the recipe. So it needs chicken, chili powder, some... I'm not really sure. Let's go and look at the recipe, this time a little bit bigger. Sometimes those screens can be kind of small. And then we can see what else we need for this chicken. Nope, there it is. Alright, so it looks like we just need some paprika. So I am going to head out and we are going to go to the Glittering Dunes or the desert area because that is where the paprika is found. So I'm going to go into the plains, but I'll probably end up in the borderlands because I know that's where I can find paprika for sure. So now we are just looking for a little herb plant. So far all I'm seeing is cactuses, which is not helpful. Oh, there it is. Alright, so that is the paprika we needed. And so now we just need 5 chili peppers, but let's go ahead and make that tandoori chicken first. Then we have that out of the way. I'm going to try just cooking it outside to see if that will work. They have this nice little area over here, and the load screens for going into my house are way too long. So go into recipes, and then I'm going to go to main dishes and scroll all the way down. I realized later on that I could actually have used the quest icon for this, but it was confusing me earlier, so. Alright, we have everything we need. Let's go ahead and put that in there. Well, that looks like something, alright. Alright, so now we just need some chili peppers. And I was pretty sure that I had seen some chili peppers that I had planted in the past in this area, and there they are. So I think that these are them. Yep, it sure is. So that is great. I will not have to plant and wait 45 minutes for these, so that's excellent news. All right, we have all 5, and so now we need to meet Oswald in his house. So we're going to teleport to the docks and then go over to the overlook. And it looks like we have a couple of friends over here to meet us, so let's go ahead and enter. And so I see Oswald is over here on the right, so now we need to deliver the spicy food to him. Here you go, a batch of spicy foods as requested. That's swell, Jazzy. Okie dokie, down the trapper.
Huh?
Is it working? Ooh, I can feel the spice flowing. Yes, sirree, it's working. Oswald, are you okay? I feel swell, strong, like a million clams. You seem to be shedding flames. That's part of the vulcanization process. It'll pass in 2 shakes. Hotsy totsy, I'm raring to go now. Say, Jazzy, why don't you take a photograph? We gotta remember an occasion as top-notch as this. Sure, why not? But I guess I should probably put those fires out with my watering can, too. Alright, so let's start with taking a picture of Oswald inside his place. Let's get the flames too because we're feeling, you know, pretty fancy. Oh, we can get Olaf in there as well. Alright, so now we need to put out the fires in Oswald's house with a watering can. It was very hard to build this house. I do not want to have to try to rebuild it because he burnt it down because he needed to eat spicy food. So check back with Oswald.
How do?
All right, fires are out and you've got your photo. Aces, now we're off to the races. What kind of challenges do you want to do? I say we get some of the other villagers to judge contests between us. Sounds fun. Okie dokie, time to go see Eve, Gaston, and Rapunzel. I bet you they got swell ideas for contests. Alright, so now we have 3 side quests that we need to complete before we can finish this quest. So I am going to take a look at the map to see who is closest. It looks like Eve is closest, so I'm just going to track her and we can get started on her quest. Okay, now where is she? Oh, there we go. She just came back down. Hi, Eve. Oh! Oswald and I are having a contest of sorts. Would you be interested in setting a task for us and then judging the results? Directive. That sounds like a yes to me. What do you want us to do? Wally. Huh? Your targeting scanner is moving over my pickaxe. Do you want us to do something involving mining? Wally! Okay, are you making a gift for her, Wally? Is there a particular kind of gem you want? Classified. You know what? I'll get you some gems from each biome. Spinels, Bumblestone, and Evergems are all pretty. Can you let Oswald know what he needs to do as well? Something tells me he'll be able to understand you better. Directive! Alright, so now I'm just going to switch over to Eve's challenge. So we need 5 Evergems, 5 Bumblestones, and 5 Spinels. I'm going to start by doing a little bit of mining here and then going into my house because some of these I do believe I have some saved up, which is perfect for this quest and will help us move things along a little faster. Alright, so here I am inside. So we are going to just check the different chests. I don't see anything that has the quest icon on it. Of course, all of the ones in this chest are the shiny ones and not the ones I actually need, which is just fantastic. So let's go into, I have a chest that is dedicated to just items from A Rift in Time. Okay, so we have 6 of the bumblestones, it looks like. And do we have any? We have 1 Evergem. And it does not look like we have any spinels. So, or spinels, you know, however you pronounce it. You know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to just transfer some of these over. And I use the fast transfer, and of course I just messed it up. So anyways, it's fine. All right. So I am going to do some mining here to get the rest of these gems. The Ever Gems, you can find those, I believe, up in the ruins. So we're just going to check the map real quick here. So Ever Gems, the bumblestones, we got Ever Gems. Yes, is in the ruins. And then if you remember from previous videos, the red spinel ones are in the promenade, and the grove is where you can get those ones. So in case you needed that little map. So now we are real close to the ruins, so we're going to start there, and I will see you back here once I have all of the gems. So now we have all of the gems, so now we need to talk to Oswald to see what kind of gems he brought for Eve.
That's it.
Okay,
Step
Oswald,
right
what
up.
did you bring? Not to toot my own horn here, but I've got some lovely gems for Eve to give Wally. Gems, huh? Oh, ho, ho. Have I got you beat? Really now, what did you get? Coal. Coal? Wally's a compactor, ain't he? This way he can make his own diamonds. Not sure he can compact things that tightly. Well, let's hand off our stuff to Eve and she can judge the winner. Alright, so now we need to show the results to Eve, and it looks like she's just down here. Hopefully we can find her with ease. Oh yeah. There she is, sitting on a bench, kind of. Give her all of these items. Here we are, Eve. I found you a lovely assortment of gemstones. And Oswald brought you a lovely assortment of coal. Oh. Have you made a decision? Did Oswald win? No. Directive. Well, I guess I win. Thanks, Eve. I hope Wally likes the gift. So that is complete of Eve's second challenge. So now we can go over to Rapunzel's challenge. Hi, Rapunzel. Do you have a moment for a little fun distraction? Of course, Jazzy. I always have time for fun. In fact, I was just about to offer to reorganize Merlin's library based on color instead of alphabetically. Honestly, that's probably more organized than how Merlin's books are now. Oh, but what's the distraction you had in mind? I can't wait on my library plans. Well, Oswald and I are having a fierce contest. How exciting! We need you to give us a task and then judge who did it better. All right, let me think for a moment. Okay, I have an idea. I've been thinking about colors a lot lately and how I can make more interesting choices with my art. So I've decided to paint a still life. Here's my challenge. Bring me 3 colorful dishes, and then I'll tell you which of the set of meals would be the most colorful for the still life painting. I'm on it. Great, and don't worry, I'll tell Oswald about his part. So now that we have everything switched over for Rapunzel's quest, now we can start doing that. So first I need to find where the pretty pink starfish is. It says the oasis. So let's start with, I'm going to go and look at the meals that I have and see what is in some of them. But I'm not seeing any of the meals I'm looking for here. So I'm thinking that probably the best way to figure out exactly what I need is to simply go and try to cook them. I have already taken the recipes and added them to my collection, or I thought I did. Okay, let's see. I have everything for the blueberry pie, so that's good. Okay, 1 out of 3 is done. Alright, let's see if I can make the ruby red, or the ruby... Okay, so we still need those ruby beans. I don't remember exactly what they are. But what I do know is that I actually have some planted and ready to harvest. In the meantime, though, I am going to focus my efforts on trying to fish for that pink starfish. So here I am coming over to the plains so that I can easily go into the oasis, and hopefully we'll be able to do this relatively quickly. But if not, you know, we tried, I guess. I like to open these treasure chests when I see them, because otherwise I'll forget to come back later. Grab some of that. Okay, so you can also get some paprika here in the oasis as well if you needed help with the other quest. Alright, so I'm assuming it would probably be here in this red or gold fishing area. So let's try that. So I am just going to fast forward this a little bit. And so I definitely found a lot of very interesting things fishing in this area. And in case you were wondering, the bright pink starfish is actually found in the gold-ish red fishing spots. And so this is where I was able to find it finally, after I had a couple little mishaps. But now I am going to come over here to the grasslands so that I can pick up some of those ruby vegetable things that you can grow. I think they're beans. I really have no idea. So that I can make the ruby Masor Del or Dole. So I'm just going to come over here and I'm going to just run to my house real quick to make these last 2 dishes. So here we are right in front of the cooking area. So we're going to start with the barbecued pretty pink starfish. I'm using it from the recipes to make it easier. So with that one done, we just need the Ruby Mansour doll. So I'm just going to come down here once again, use autofill, and get it going. So now we need to check Oswald's cooking results. So now we just need to find out where he's at. Oh, he's coming to us, which is handy. Okay, Oswald, what did you make for Rapunzel? My meals are super colorful. You're going to have a hard time beating me here. Oh, you think so, huh? Well, feast your eyes on this. Carrot with black on it. Okay. Out of all the possible meals, you made a carrot? You betcha, a colorful carrot. Oswald, it looks like you just dipped a carrot in ink. Sure, this is what the best carrots look like in my day. Feels like you didn't understand the assignment. For real, though. I know you had high hopes for this one, Jazzy, but I got this in the bag. Well, let's wait and see what Rapunzel says. I think we all know what she's going to say. So now we need to bring the meals to Rapunzel. I'll go ahead and track her. And then instead of using the fast travel, I'm just going to walk there. Because usually by the time I get there, they have already crossed through. There we go. Give her all of the meals. There we are, meals for you. These are amazing. The colors are so vivid. And what did Oswald bring? Oh, it's a carrot. It's, well, I think that it's so simple. It's very clean. So in your opinion, which would make for a more interesting still life painting? It's so hard to decide. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. It's okay, Rapunzel. We accept that there has to be a winner and a loser here. Well, if you insist, I have to say Jazzy wins. The task was to bring me colorful meals so I can paint a still life. And as much as I love this carrot, I'd like to paint something that uses more than black paint. Thanks, Rapunzel. Alright, so the last thing we need to do is complete Gaston's challenge. So I just saw Gaston in the background. Let me see. Okay, he is going to walk back across the bridge. Go ahead and track him in case he makes a wrong turn at some point. Hey Gaston, how's it going? I've just finished my hourly calisthenics. Have you come to learn how I maintain my physique? Among other things. Oswald and I were wondering how you would feel about judging our competition. Jazzy, you've sought out the right man. I'm excellent at judging others. For example, I judge that neither of you could lift a single barrel of nails where I can lift 2 with each arm. Thanks, but I need you to set us a task and then judge who did it better. I see. Well then, let's make this a contest of strength. There are some obstacles that have been annoying me in the glittering dunes. Clear out 3 copper rocks and 3 glass stalagmites. I'll keep an eye on the 2 of you and see how things progress. Sure, Oswald's going down. That's a competitive spirit. You started on the task, and I'll tell the rabbit what to do. So now we need to go to the glittering dunes, and I am going to change the quest over so that way I can keep track. Switch to my pickaxe, and let's get rid of some of these copper rocks. The best part about these copper rocks is that I will indeed also gain copper, which you need for practically everything. So I'm just looking around, trying to find some things here. There's another copper rock. Here's a glass stalagmite. Quite frankly, I'm surprised that Gaston knows fancy words like stalagmite, because I would not put it past him to actually know that, since, as we saw when we first got him and was reading all of those pages, he can't even spell regular words, let alone know big words like stalagmite. But that's okay. So I just need one more of each. Sometimes there's some hiding over here, but not today, it looks like. So let's, I guess, head up the entrance ramp and to the wastes near his house, and we can see if there's anything up there that we can get rid of. Oh, it looks like there's a big glass thing right there. Maybe. Okay, there we go. I wasn't sure if that was part of decoration or not. And here is another copper rock. So now we need to see how Oswald has fared with his task. So first, we are going to need to find him. So I looked at the map and found him over here. Whew, what a workout. I cleared out my obstacles. How did you do? Workout. I barely broke a sweat. Oh, really? You're suddenly an expert with a pickaxe? Pickaxe? Who needs that? We do. To remove the obstacles? Nah, I just erased them. Why am I surprised? I gotta say, Oswald, I don't think this is what Gaston had in mind. How come? Now he's got some swell holes to fill up with whatever he wants. Holes? You erased the obstacles and left a bunch of holes? Yes, sirree. I should probably fill those in. I don't want Gaston stalking around in a huff because he tripped over a hole. Now, are there regular holes on the ground, or are they Oswaldian holes that will react in a weird way? Well, I made them, you tell me. They're actually real full of emptiness. But once you stomp down the emptiness, the holes will be filled with not emptiness all the way to the top. Just when I think I understand you. Alright, so now we need to fill the many holes left by Oswald in the glittering dune. So we are looking, I guess, for black circles, maybe? I'm really not sure what we're supposed to be looking for. I'm assuming we will know it when we see it. So far I'm not seeing anything that looks like it could be a hole, though. Let's come up here. There might be one up here. Not seeing anything yet. This really is quite a mystery. Oh, okay. There's a couple holes, so I guess that must be what we're looking for. Alright, so we're stomping the holes to make them go away. Okay, so that is 3 holes. So now we have just one more. And I didn't see any more in this particular area. Does anybody else think it's weird that we had to get rid of 6 obstacles and there's only 4 holes? So he didn't even erase all of them. Oh, there is that last hole over there. Stomp it out. Now we need to check back with Gaston to see who won the contest. So first we need to find Gaston, who is apparently wanting to hide. Oh, there we go. So now we need to come over here to the overlook. Okay, Gaston, we're all done. What did you think of our performances? Well, I wouldn't consider either of your actions up to my standards. I'm not surprised. Of course, the standards I set for myself would be impossible for you. Still, since I'm not competing, I suppose I must pick a winner between the two of you. And one of you clearly came out on top. That contestant is Jazzy. Yes! Well, I must admit, I winced at every swing of your pickaxe. You at least tried to use your strength for the task I set. The rabbit just used some sort of strange sorcery. It's clear that you won, although the real winner is me for being a fair judge of this sad display. Gee, thanks for being a judge, Gaston. Okay, so now we need to talk to Oswald about his performance in the challenges.
Hey,
Thanks for nothing, Luck. Sorry, Oswald. That's how things shook out. No hard feelings. You won fair and square. I just don't get it. Usually when I take on a task, I get a lucky break that gets me out on top. Do you need to take a break and revulcanize your luck? No way, bub. I'm not giving up. Oh yeah? Shall we find someone else to challenge or to judge another challenge? Nah, I got a better idea. A foot race. Let's go! This is the one for me. Come on, Luck. We'll start at Ancient's Landing, head to a checkpoint in the Wild Tangle, then to the Glittering Dunes, and to wind up in the Cave of Wonders. I already put some balloon arches to mark each checkpoint. Are you sure you can even get into the cave? You need to be a diamond in the rough to get in. Oh, I'll get in, Jazzy. You just worry about your own self. Come on, let's head over to Ancient's Landing to get started. So now we need to follow Oswald to the beginning of the race through Eternity Isle. I think I have a chance to win this. Not really, but alright. It says talk to Oswald when you're ready. I am going to, just for the sake of stuff, I'm going to make my health bar full. And I think I am also going to go into the restaurant to get a gold bar so that I could glide around. So when I do that, I will be right back. Okay, so here I am. I have made and ate the meals. Okie dokie, Jazzy. Are you ready to lose? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Why don't you go over the race rules first? I've set up a total of 8 checkpoints to cross. The race starts here, goes to the Wild Tangle, and through to the Glittering Dunes, and the finish line will be in the Cave of Wonders. Sounds good. May the best racer win. 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, so, I'm already ahead of him. So we need to go over the bridge to the first checkpoint. Okay, well, at least the checkpoints are relatively close, that you can see where they're at. So I'm far enough ahead of him that I can't even see him. So that could be a good sign. Alright, there we go. Now I can, maybe glide again. And so now we need to cross the 7th checkpoint. Alright, so now we need to reach a checkpoint at the bottom of the Cave of Wonders. So let's quickly go in. I have not seen Oswald for a little while. So we'll see how it goes. Alright. And where is that last checkpoint? It says in the bottom. Well, where's the bottom of the Cave of Wonders? I'm like wasting time. Oh, okay. I see that balloon arch up there. And he's ahead of me. So even when you eat... Oh, he used those holes again. Oswald, how did you get here? Or more importantly, how did you get here before me? That's a real question. Oh, ho, ho, I win. Thank you, Luck. Let me tell you what happened. When you beat me to the Wild Tangle, I knew I had to really start hoofing. But as I ran along, I stumbled onto the strange tunnel filled with glowing blue lights. It called to me, Jazzy, and I knew I had to explore it. After a while, I hit a dead end, so I tried to dig a little further, and it led me here. Wow, that's extremely lucky. Well, I am Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. You sure are. Maybe you should have tried leaning on your luck for the other challenges, too. As the victor, I'll be gracious and say you're right.
Oh.
Well, good job, Oswald. Did you have fun? That's the important part. You bet your luck I did. And I got a swell reminder of my true skills. Thanks, Jazzy. No problem. Now, if you're lucky, you won't need my help with your next problem. So that is the end of a Cockamamie Contest. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you would like to see more videos showing how to do the quest for Dreamlight Valley, then please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to see my future videos. I'll talk to you next time. Bye!